Okay, so let's peel back the curtain on something you probably see all the time, but maybe don't think twice about. The humble papaya. Because behind this simple, delicious fruit is a pretty wild story of incredible technology and, you guessed it, precision.
I mean, really, have you ever stopped to think about it? Not just how it got from the grocery store, but the whole journey. How does a perfectly ripe piece of papaya get from a tree on some sun-drenched farm all the way to your table?
Well, the answer is way more complex than you might think. We're talking about a process that's part agriculture, part high-speed automation. It's an adventure, really. One that turns a delicate, natural product into a consistent, safe, and delicious food that you can get pretty much anywhere in the world. Let's break down how it all happens.
So our journey starts right here, in these huge, sprawling papaya farms. It looks all calm and peaceful, right? But this is actually where some of the most critical decisions are made, way before any machine even gets close to the fruit. This is where raw nature meets pure human expertise.
It all boils down to one thing, and I mean everything that comes after this depends on it. Perfect timing. The taste, the texture, how long it'll last, it all hangs on picking that papaya at the exact perfect moment. You're off by even a day, and it can change everything.
And believe me, the margin for error here is razor thin. If the workers pick it too early, the papaya just never develops that sweet, rich flavor. It's bland. But if they wait just a little too long, it gets mushy and will spoil way before it ever has a chance to reach a store. It's this incredibly delicate balance that honestly takes years of hands-on experience to get right.
And that's why even in our crazy high-tech world, this first step is still completely human. You've got skilled workers walking through the orchards, checking each and every fruit by sight and by touch. They're making sure that only the papayas with the absolute best potential for flavor and freshness get to move on to the next stage.
Okay, so once those perfect papayas leave the quiet farm, they enter a whole other world. We're talking a state-of-the-art factory. This is where the pace just explodes, and raw nature gets completely transformed by industrial-grade precision.
From the second those crates are unloaded, it is a flat-out race against time. See, the fruit's natural clock is still ticking down, and every single minute that passes can mess with the quality. So the entire factory, the whole system, is designed around one single principle: get that fruit processed as fast and as efficiently as humanly and mechanically possible.
And man, what a gauntlet it is. First up, they get blasted with these high-pressure water jets and scrubbed by huge rotating brushes. This is the deep clean, and it's absolutely crucial for food safety. Then, they glide under these advanced scanners, a whole battery of cameras and sensors checking for everything: color, size, ripeness, instantly sorting the good from the not-so-good. And finally, they meet a blur of high-speed blades that peel, slice, and de-seed with just mind-boggling speed.
And this right here really puts it all into perspective. Just think about peeling and cutting a papaya in your own kitchen. Takes a couple of minutes, right? Maybe a little messy. Here, that whole thing is done in a fraction of a second, over and over and over. Some of these lines can process more than 200 papayas every single minute. The scale is just wow.
So what about the fruit that those fancy scanners kicked out? The ones that weren't perfect? They don't just get thrown away. Nope. The system is smart. If a papaya is maybe the wrong shape for perfect cubes, but is still perfectly good to eat, it just gets rerouted to a different line to be made into pulp or juice. It's an amazing way to keep waste to a minimum.
Okay, so the fruit is all cleaned up, it's sorted, and it's cut. Now we're getting into the final stages. This is where that processed papaya gets prepped and packaged for its long journey to stores and eventually to kitchens all across the globe.
What's really cool is how that one single ingredient is now branching out and being transformed into this whole range of different products. You've got your fresh-cut cubes that are perfect for fruit salads, you've got smooth pulp for drinks and desserts, you've got pure juice, and you even have pasteurized products that are designed to last for months on a shelf. Pretty versatile, right?
The final step here is pure automation. It's a dance of robotic arms and machines. They fill the containers, they seal them up airtight to lock in all that freshness, and then they label every single package with tracking info for safety and quality control. It's fast, it's ridiculously precise, and it's totally sterile.
And that, my friends, brings us to the final leg of this massive journey. We've seen the farm, we've seen the factory, but now it's time to connect all that amazing technology back to the simple act of, enjoying your breakfast.
This is it. This is the result of all that work. What started as a single piece of fruit on one tree now joins millions of others. It travels through this massive, complex distribution network to reach breakfast tables and restaurant kitchens across the entire planet. When you stop and think about the scale of it all, it's honestly hard to wrap your head around.
So the next time you pick up a package of fresh-cut papaya, just take a second. Remember this incredible hidden journey it took to get to you. It's this amazing story of human skill, of brilliant engineering, and of a global system working tirelessly behind the scenes, all just to deliver a simple, perfect piece of fruit.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple things that we see every day have such a complex and fascinating story hiding just beneath the surface? Let us know what you think we should break down for you in our next explainer.